Hi, Facebook Live. Hello, Valtopia. This is Val, and I'm in my studio, Valtopia, here in Venice Beach, California. And I just wanted to pop on today. I have a few minutes, and I wanted to talk about breaking through resistance and taking inspired action when there's that stuff that you feel, thinking about doing it sets you off so deeply that you just you just push it away. And you keep doing that and doing that. So I want to share this live stream. Hey, Brandy, how are you? I want to share the live stream to my page and talk for a few minutes, and then let's pull some cards and shift some energy about resistance, because I know all of us have things that we want to do, and it has been a long time, Mama. Let me see if I can share this to my homepage so that we can get some more people on here. And I've got a whole bunch of decks here, but I really want to talk about moving through resistance. Sometimes there's stuff you really, 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 really want to do, or you think you need to do it, or you know deep down intuitively you need to do it, but the repercussions, the implications of doing it, it's just too much. Here I am. I was looking for myself on the page. How are you? How have you been, Brandy? I want to hear when you post in the comments. I see you doing a lot of stuff, and it's exciting. All right, now I'm going to share to my page, and that will get a bunch of people on here. So what I want to say about, first of all, about myself, this is for those of you that are going to join the replay, that I'm Val, and I'm an artist, and I'm an energy guide, and I am a feeler. I can feel my clients around the world when I work on them. You've been busy but good, yeah. So I'm a feeler, I'm a knower. I've been starting to hear things, and I see things. And each of us have this gift of knowing and feeling things, but it comes in different ways, right? And here, let me just share this. This is the kind of stuff when we go back and look at our videos that we share. Can I edit this and share it somewhere else? And if I'm saying hi to everybody and being distracted, then it's a little tricky. But, okay, let me share it to my group. Okay, so you can get stuck on a thing. You can get stuck on a long time because you share in a group. Because the thing is so overwhelming to you, or frightening, or the implications of doing the thing is just, it's just too much. And I'm not being able to share this in a group. It's just too much, and it's too much to do, and you think, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just gonna let it go, and I'm gonna see if I can work something better out, and I can make this better. Or you even just ignore it, right? You just ignore it, and you don't even take care of the situation. And sometimes good comes from that, because in the meantime, while you were waiting to get the courage or the perspective that you felt like you needed to take action on the thing that you know you really need to do, then you start to learn more about yourself. You start to learn more about the situation, and sometimes even the situation that you're dealing with might get better. And you might think, I didn't need to take that action. I'm so glad I didn't take that action yet. And then sometimes it comes back around and you're like, I got to do that thing I've been putting off. I got to follow through on my intuition. And I can't let myself down, because I know deep in my heart what's right, even if it's super scary. What do you do? What do you do to get through that? So I think the main lesson for me is that you got to put one foot in front of the other. And support is really key, and taking inspired action, where you just put one foot and you take some sort of step, even getting support on the thing you're trying to do, and getting someone that cares about you and that understands you and that has your best interest in mind. And also, if you're connected to your spirit guides and cosmic energy, you ask from a place of unconditional love for guidance, so that guidance comes through from a place that is connected into your heart and into your well-being. Hi, Lupe. We're talking today about taking action, inspired action on jobs or tasks or experiences or ideas that might freak you out, make you scared, feel like too much, you don't know if you can do it, and there's all kinds of resistance that comes up for people. There's avoidance, there's just, acting like it doesn't exist, there's distraction, doing a million other things first before you do the thing. There's blaming and projecting onto other people so that it feels like it's not your fault, like being a victim, right? Oh, I can't do this because blah, blah, blah. It all comes down to your choice. Everything comes down to choice. And what I teach and share and help my clients with is getting in a place where you feel really clear and unencumbered by your mind chatter and your programming, meaning all the stuff you've learned from everyone else in your life that might be coloring you from ignoring your intuition and your heartfelt cosmic guidance that's coming through so strongly for you, but that you're not acting on because it's scary or it's hard or it's too much. And so taking inspired action is a way to put one foot in front of the other. And you may not have all the answers, and if you start thinking about the whole thing and the how, and how you're going to get it done and how it's all going to play out, there's a good chance you're going to scare yourself. So the whole idea is not to trigger yourself into nothingness, into apathy, distraction, avoidance, all the things that we do, and to make a move in the direction of your heart and your instinct and begin to see, I'm moving again. I've opened up. Something is happening, and I'm getting back in the flow. Anything is that comfort zone isn't so comfy, and moving yourself in a forward direction is something that I help my clients with every time. And I don't care how far you've come in your personal journey. I work with some very high-level people who've done a lot of self-development, but we each can continue to reach another level. And in fact, every time you push yourself to go to another level, something will come up. And sometimes it's your oldest story that keeps coming up, and you're like, really? Do we have to go through this experience again? And getting someone to support and guide you through so you don't let yourself down is an inspired action. And it's scary. Some of the investments I've made, I thought, ooh, is this, But then when I did the investment and I knew that I had someone that was going to hold me accountable, that was going to inspire me when I couldn't find my own inspiration, that was going to come up with some really great ideas to keep me taking that inspired action and to stay committed to what I've set out to do, that is what carried me through, along with when you take the step to invest in yourself and move forward, you believe in yourself. And that energy alone is super powerful in terms of taking inspired action and moving yourself forward. So that's my little talk I wanted to talk about today. I just jumped on and full circle. Yeah. Yes. I was hoping that we'd get like a little crew on and we could read some cards. But I'll read for you, Randy and Lupe. I'd love to read for you. And if you got something that you're stuck on, that would be even more fun, wouldn't it? Is there anything that's coming up for you, Lupe or Brandy, that you find you're having some resistance that you'd love to shift? And we could do it right now. There's only a couple of us here, so I think, unless I'm not used to... oh, did it go through to my page? Let's see. Yeah. What kind of cards? I've got Gaia. I've got Isis. I've got the Sacred Rebel. We got some good stuff here. While you're picking your card and posting that, I'm going to see if I posted this correctly and see if I can share it. Let's see. Hi, Kelly. You're here too. Yay. Yeah, it said 3 people and it was popping on and off. So good. Kelly, do you have any? Oh, look, I'm coming up sideways. Is it sideways, you guys? Okay, let me put it like this. Is that better? What a silly, silly, silly girl. Everything you said is on point with me on how you feel. Are you stuck on something? And girls, I got my hair done today. Can you see? Let's see. Brandy says, mine is resistance to up-leveling at this point. For some reason, it scares me to death, and that's ridiculous. Oh, well, that's why you tuned in today then, of course. It is ridiculous. Well, it's not ridiculous. We all have that. So was I sideways? Oh, my goodness. Girl. Okay. And thank you. Lupe and somebody that saw this, am I on my home page right now? Is it going through to my page? Because that would be cool to know if it is. Share on my own timeline. I think what I keep doing is posting it twice to the Valtopia page. So then I keep getting. You wanted to offer angel card readings, but you're scared to. Okay, we can deal with all of that. Brandy, we'll have to tuck into what's going on with your up-level fear, which that's my specialty. You feel like you're not ready. Okay, we'll tuck into you, Lupe, because that's, we'll go do Brandy first, because Brandy was here first. And now I can share this to my group, too. And if you guys haven't been in my group, I think most of you are Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders, and we do some energy shifting, and we do some good stuff. Well, I was going to share it in my group, but you can't share from the business page. Interesting. I'll have to share from my page then. Okay. So, Brandy, you said you want me to pick the deck, right? So, let's see. I'm thinking for you, you're talking about, let's see if we can tune into the energy of your resistance and see what we get. I'm not getting in there right away. It's like I'm not tuning into you right away. I am seeing sort of a radiating yellow and white energy, which what I've noticed, you just went live with your program. Oh, how exciting. What kind of program? You have this is not on my page yet. What's going on? Valtopia shared your video. And then it's not on my page. Sorry, guys. This is distracting. This is my second week trying to go live on my page, and I can never figure out how to share it so that we can get all the regular crew. I love going live just on my page because everybody hops on, but then you got to go on your business page because that's what you're supposed to do. So let's see. Sharing on my own timeline. Post. Okay. Let's put the me back in mommy, giving moms the power of spirituality to reclaim themselves in life. Well, that's awesome. We need that. We totally need that. That's a really wonderful gift that you're bringing to everyone. And, okay, I'm cracking up because I cannot get this video to share for the life of me. Maybe somebody could share. Can somebody share to my page, my video? That would be really awesome. Right, Lupe? Doesn't that sound amazing? I think that's a very important topic. So many women, so many people, men and women, get lost once you have children because, you have to take care of them and you feel like maybe you can't take time for yourself. And becoming spiritual and connecting in is a wonderful way to reconnect with yourself. And I'm doing a lot of mommy stuff too. So I think it's really vital work that you're doing. I think it's important for those of us who have gone through some of these challenges and found a spiritual and an energetic way to support ourselves and uplift ourselves so that then our family supports us and our children do better. That's vital, Brandy. That's important stuff. So what do you think the main resistance coming up is about it? What do you feel coming up? And I'm going to pull a card. I'm not tuning into you right away. Sometimes I do. I'm still trying to figure out why my video isn't coming up on the homepage. That's kind of distracting. I think I've shared it to Valtopia 3 times. Okay. And yeah, I would like to send out a message to the, I know there was an attack today. So we're going to, at the end, maybe we can all do a sacred circle to draw some energy for everyone. You're afraid to fail after all the work you put into it. Girl. All right. What do you think is the part that's going to fail for you? Do you really think you're going to fail? Do you think you're worried about people signing up, or that it's not going to go the way you want it to go? Let me see if I can feel energy. I'm feeling like there's some like you set it up and the topic is exciting, but there's something about it that's causing you the resistance because it's not totally aligned to the way you work. Does that sound right? Or it's a perception that you're having. Hi, Kristen. How are you? So listen, Brandy, I love the cards that I pulled for you, okay? So from the Sacred Rebels deck, we have the Come to Life card. It's completely different than what I said, or what's completely different? Come to life. They're telling you, come on, your program's important and you are on this and you need to, it's completely different than the way you work, like I thought, right? What I was tuning into. And you got the receiving card too. So it's totally different than what you know. So you're out of your comfort zone. Well, the exciting thing about being uncomfortable and being out of your comfort zone beyond the discomfort of getting to that place is that there's all these wonderful new surprises you're going to find. And you might find that this really does work for you. So the receiving and the Come to Life card is just a total confirmation that, you know, you're stepping into your purpose, and it is so needed. I mean, there's more than enough room for many of us to support mothers. And I know that I would like to teach the energy modality that I use to more moms because it has helped me tremendously in my life. And I'm sure that's how you feel about what you're doing. Is it working in a group format that's new? Or I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like we should have a session and like get you over the hump. When does it start? When does your program begin? I just know that it's so important, and that, you know, you're going to have to sit with that discomfort a little, and definitely an energy session to clear anything that's coming up would work beautifully so that you can focus on upping your energy to setting your intentions to what you want it to be, rather than what your monkey mind or your ego mind is teasing you about, right? Yeah. So I'm excited for you, Brandy. I want to hear more about it. So Lupe, tell me what let me see if I can scroll back up. Lupe says, and Brandy, feel free to share my live stream as a thank you. Let's see. I can't get Lupe. Where are you? The link just went live today. Well, all right. Well, you know, I'm sure. Lupe, let's see what Lupe's issue is, and then we'll shift some energy together. How about that? Does that sound good? We'll do a little quick energy so that we feel good. Okay. Lupe, tell me again what your... it keeps popping up every time I go to try and look at it. Let's see. Hi, Maya. Hi, Kelly. Kristen says, I'll take a card. Yes, please, Kristen, can you share the live stream for me so we can get a little big more eyeballs on it? And if you're just joining, I'm Val, and I'm in Valtopia in my studio in Venice Beach, and I'm an energy guide and a visionary artist, and we use art and alchemy and energy to uplift and transform you into the vision of your heart and soul and very being. And I have a lot of clients that have gone through beautiful transformation and overcome resistance and overcome fear and done the very things that they were terrified to do or afraid to do or resistant to do. Hi, Amanda. Thank you, Kristen. Lupe wants to offer angel card readings, but she's scared because she feels like she's not ready. Okay, so we have a fear of failure. We have a fear of not being ready. I'm sure we're going to get a not good enough, and I'm sure, you know, then you were told you're a master healer and psychic medium. So you're overwhelmed. Oh, that's exciting, Lupe. You know what? When we are informed of our, I wanted to say greatness, but that sounds funny, right? Because we're talking about ourselves, and it's a little difficult to be too egotistical about it, I suppose. When we talk about the great, vast power and expansiveness of our soul and our visionary capabilities, Lupe, it can feel overwhelming. But know that that is who you are, and what's keeping you from that right now is just the time for you to settle into it and become it. And rather than looking at that journey like, okay, I'm a visionary leader, now where's my timeline? Let's get to it right now. No, the journey of becoming the visionary leader is the beautiful experience. And it is the getting to know yourself along that way and overcoming the fears and doing some things that really scare you. That's what shapes you, and that's what makes you become that visionary leader that you already are. By letting go of the old stories and doing things that feel uncomfortable, connecting with people you have never connected with before, having experiences that are new, that is your transformation part of it into becoming the master healer and psychic medium that you are. So listen, I want to tell you, Lupe, when I first started a couple years ago, I started with Uti's cards. You know Uti, O-U-T-I, art.com, because they're wonderful, they're feminine, and they're simple. And that allowed me not to focus too much on the guidebook or, oh, this is like a tarot cards are kind of complicated. And, you know, you don't, like you just said, it's overwhelming and you don't want to fail or hurt anyone. And I want you to know that all the work that we do comes from a place of love, cosmic love, and unconditional love. And so you want to begin the process of learning to connect and tune in and receive the guidance that you get from a place of unconditional love. And there's a process to that. There's ritual, you know, there's things you can do with sage and crystals and grounding and all this sort of stuff. You don't have to do any of it. You know, I just read Amber Annette's mail and post yesterday, and she said, I don't use crystals and I don't do sage and I don't do this, that, and the other, but she's extremely psychic and knows, you know, we each have our own essence and being and story, and however it comes through, and that's okay. But if you allow yourself to trust that you are opening up to cosmic love and that the message is connected not only down below, deep into Mother Earth, but in your heart space and up in the cosmos, know that you won't hurt anyone and that it always comes from a place of higher guidance. And that's what I always ask for before I begin any live stream, any reading, any energy work, any session. We always ground, come into our heart space and connect and know that, and we're doing it right now. I don't know, Lupe, if you can feel that connection, but it always comes from this space. And you know, when we feel overwhelmed, we're looking at everything and like a huge, big, giant pizza, and you got to eat the whole pizza at once. And really, that's not how it is, right? You just got to do a little bit at a time. So I would recommend just playing at first. And it is play. I mean, find a way to do it in a group where you feel safe and comfortable, where you're supported, and that people aren't going to judge you harshly for trying. And so when I started, I just used these cards, and I just kept doing it. And the scariest thing for me was last January, I offered a group experience for 5 women, and I read their cards 2 times a week for 3 months. That's how I know. That's how I started to know what I knew, Lupe. Because at first when you do it, you're like, I don't know, is it, you know, you might really feel things. You might feel things in your neck, your body. And then the person says, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. And at first it might just be the cards that you're reading. And then you kind of start to see what What do you feel in your body when you tune into the person? And what do you feel when you think about them and what's coming through? And is your message coming through in a way that only you understand? Like when I read for you guys on my show that I do every Thursday, and I read from my third eye and I see what comes through. The messages come through in funny ways, you know. Like sometimes it's a piano keyboard, and I think black and white, and then it turns out the person's really stuck trying to think everything is this way or that way. You see that the way a message can come through and it's indirect, right? So I want you to feel confident that if you're being called to this and others are seeing that in you, that it's an opening. And rather than seeing it and getting freaked out and shutting it down in fear, open up gently to it. Open up gently to it. Okay, Kristen. I'll pull a card for you, okay? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm going to hop off in a second, too. But I want you to be good to yourself and always consider that if you're doing this work and you're delivering messages through, that you are a divine channel, and honor yourself as such and treat yourself as such and allow the messages to come through in that way. And just be authentic. Have integrity with the people you work with. And let me see. I'm gonna pull a Sacred Rebel card for you, Lupe, and then I'll do Kristen, and then we'll go. All right. You're hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. That is one of the biggest steps to resistance and stopping the flow of receiving and the cosmic love, is to be hard on yourself. We are hard on ourselves because people were hard on us, right? And that's one of the things that I can clear and open up with the energy work for sure. But when you're hard on yourself, you're judging. And when we're judging, we aren't accepting what is. They were hard on you. Okay, I can relate to that. Our parents want the best for us and for themselves. And so look at these cards that came up for you. I love it. I don't know if you're still there, but release the dark wound. Let love live. Okay? Hi, Chantel. And dream a beautiful dream. Dream a beautiful dream. So I think what that's saying to you, Lupe, is that you can let go of some old stories. And if you're stuck on them or you really can't see past them, that's where I would urge you to invest in some energy or find some recordings that allow you to clear. You feel like crying. Well, that's good. That's your energy shifting. Did you know that crying is one of the best ways to let that stuff go? Let it out, sweetie. Let it out. Here, I'm going to just close my eyes and I'm going to tune into you. I can feel a lot of pressure right here. Right here. So I want you to just let that stuff loose and know that your higher self is guiding you to release those layers of old programming, old fears. And I'm seeing a lot of blue coming in, which is like what we think of Archangel Michael, protection and cutting cords and grounding the energy in for you and deleting all those fears, allowing them to pass through, the energy to pass through you, and strengthening you to find clarity and connection to your divine brilliance. Yeah. How's that going, Lupe? Hi, Chantel. Chantel says, hi, will you pull for me? I'm doing an overnight shift at work. Oh, girl. Yeah. Share the live stream. See if we get anybody else to see this show. What we're talking about today, Chantel, is that resistance that comes up when you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And for some reason, you woke up and saw me on Facebook. Well, good. Yeah, I just sort of hopped on today. I just wanted to talk. Your ears popped. Good. Good. Hi, Emma. How are you? So we're clearing resistance. We're talking about resistance. We're talking about taking inspired action. So, Lupe, I would like to invite you. Would you like to do an angel card reading together with me on the Be Live TV inside of Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders? Would you like to do that as a way to start? That would be fun, right? I'm sure people love to have it be about them. And when you read someone's card, it's about them. It's a gift. And just take little steps towards the big picture that's coming. You're not going to suddenly be there. You're not going to eat the whole pizza today, right? And so release being hard on yourself. Really, being hard on yourself is like being guilty or being angry. It's an energy that doesn't serve necessarily, right? It might have served to push you, but you can motivate yourself in other ways that are way more loving and that will create a mirror outside of you that mirrors the love you're giving yourself. And that is vital to moving into this kind of work because you got to love yourself to do this. You really do. And the process of becoming a guide, a visionary guide, and a light worker of love is truly first learning about loving yourself and letting go of those things where you haven't been loving yourself, for sure. So, okay, whoops, there we go. So this is for, I love you, Lupe. Talk to me if you want to go live inside of, get some Uti cards. And listen, you tell her when you order that you got it through me, and she'll send you an extra special little card, okay? Let's see. I've had 2 cards pop out, and those were for Lupe. Did we pull? Yes, we pulled a card for you. That is for who popped off? Kristen. So Kristen, if you watch the replay, I pulled Collaborative Dreaming and Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. So collaborative dreaming is about opening up to knowing that, you know, we're all connected, and you're welcome, sweetie. And we are one, but separately we combine to create a better experience many times than if we're just by ourselves. And it sounds like you're being called to open up beyond yourself and connect into the oneness of others to create an even bigger experience. And perhaps that's, if you're having resistance about something, this may be your message to find, you know, getting out of the resistance by collaborating with someone else. And I've certainly done that. This is for Kristen, by the way. I've certainly moved through some first-time experiences that the scope of them felt beyond me because I'd not done them yet. So I paired up with someone else who had gone through the part that I was uncomfortable with, and I had gone through the part they were uncomfortable with, and then we made magic together because we complemented each other's skill sets and knowing and presence and everything. So, okay, so Chantel, what are you struggling with? What resistance is coming through to you? Talk to me. And if you're just tuning in, I'm Val. I'm in Valtopia in Venice Beach. And I am talking about resistance, and we're pulling some cards to see if we could get some guidance, and we're releasing the energy. We're popping our ears, we're grounding the energy, we're crying, we're opening up to shifting the energy so that a new result occurs. Ooh, let's have some fun with these filters. Hang on a second. Not that one. Let's see. Let's see. That's loading in. So Chantal, talk to me. What is going on? Okay. Oh yeah, I like that one. We'll do that one. Is that too much? Is that too silly for me to be reading cards and talking about getting out of your comfort zone? So have the filter on. Oh, you having resistance with, I can't see. All right, let me turn this stove off because I can't see what's going on. Okay, it's having resistance with I can't see what it says. with peace. Having resistance, feeling peaceful. Is this too much? Having resistance with peace and feeling happy. You feel unsettled. And is it because your situation right now isn't exactly as you'd wish it to be? So here's the thing that I found about finding peace and just feeling settled within myself, and no matter what's going on, right? And that comes from nourishing and loving yourself and doing things that make you feel healthy and supported and at your best. Because, you know, when you're tired and you're exhausted and you're physically not well, well, yeah, you're not going to feel peaceful. You're probably going to feel a little bit wretched. But you can still always ground, peace, and calmness, and feeling wonderful, and fitness. And I'm looking at my page to see if I shared to my page like a bazillion times, but I haven't even. Yes, I have shared to the business page a ton of times and not gotten this to work out. So I'm going to have to practice this before my live stream tomorrow, which my weekly live stream that I do at 2 o'clock. I want everybody to show up. So, Chantel, tell me, what do you do to care for yourself? What do you do to feel peaceful? What are some of the things that you do? Is that part of the... Oh, that's on the thing. And when you're not feeling peaceful, are you aware of where you feel it in your body and how it's affecting you? Because that awareness of what you're feeling in your body is your guide each time to recognizing when you're not in the flow, when you're not connected, and when you're not nourished. And recognizing that allows you to say, I've got to do something to get out of this state. Whether it's talking about it or, okay, let's see, you read or walk on the beach. Oh yeah, the beach is big for me. You're not sure on the body and how it affects you. Okay, I want you to come into more awareness of how you feel in your body. And that's going to be a signal to you. You listen to music. Yeah, music is huge. Let's see if I can. I might have to just come on and do a test in a minute. Oh, and now my laptop died. I'm going to have to practice getting from my business page to my home page without problems, right? And I'll come back on afterwards. So you listen to music. So that's good. That's good. All those in your body it is a key to helping you be your own healer. But if you find that you're really struggling with a lot of anxiety or feeling out of sorts, then I found that the investments I made in either learning a technique to calm myself or having, regular sessions with therapy and things like that helped me move through those moments. Now I am able to find peace for myself and calm, and even though there might be a lot going on in my life that isn't peaceful, I can still find peace no matter what, because I'm aware and in tune with my own body and my own feelings and my own connection, my own cosmic connection. Does that resonate? Let me see what card comes up for you. I feel like you need you need a card from the Gaia deck. Let's see what we get. My music stopped because my laptop died, so I'm probably going to hop off after you, Chantel. And I'll be back tomorrow, you guys, at 2 p.m. on my business page, and I will hopefully successfully share it to my page, because so far it's not happening. That's okay. All right, let's see. Oh, almost jumped out. Chantel, let me tune into you. Whoa. Look at me. I'm already clearing some energy for you. I feel like some expansion in your throat. Are you speaking your mind? Are you telling your truth? Yes, isn't this great? Look at these cards, Chantel. Jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection, okay, which is like inside of the tears, inside of the pain, and the release is magic inside of digging in. And you've got a double whammy because you've got the night wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. So you are being guided, Chantel, to tuck into something that I feel in my throat right here that is causing you not to speak and live your truth. And it can seem like, well, I'll be able to figure it out and it'll be okay. This is the kind of stuff that can, if you really just tuck into it and letting it go, move through it, you will see an expansion you didn't even imagine. So let me know if I can assist you. I am running a thing right now. You can get, it's the first time, 3 sessions for $5.55. I just had Maya go through and do 3, and she has shifted so much with her family, in her home life, in her attitude, in her general energy. And we're going to do, as a fun thing, we're going to do a live session together in the group, and so you can see what it's like. Yeah, speak your truth. And you might have to do some self-exploration and healing to get to that truth, right? Sometimes we don't speak our truth because we're not even aware of it yet because we're so held up in that resistance and fear. And in exploring that, become something other than what we have been, right? And get unstuck. And that's when the magic starts to happen. So let me turn this silly little filter off. It's funny. I don't even know how to turn it off, actually. There we go. So, you guys, I love you. Thank you for joining me. Join me tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going to have a whole nother topic. You know, it's along the same lines, but it's very powerful. Value, wisdom. And what I'm going to try tomorrow is a quick live stream for a few minutes at 2 o'clock that delivers, boom, a powerful message. And then we'll all come back on and read the cards. Okay? So I hope you join me. Emma, I know you probably wanted a card, but I got to go. So can you join me tomorrow? That would be wonderful. I'm going to go get my kids now. But listen, take inspired action on those things that are holding you back. It might be just one little thing that you do. Looking up research, telling someone about it, telling yourself the truth in journaling, doing something that lets you relax so that you then do open up to the thing that's holding you back. All kinds of stuff like that. I have endless ideas to open us up and to release the resistance that's holding us back because we don't need to be held back anymore. You do feel stuck and need to release. Is there anything you'd recommend to read or listen to? Absolutely, Chantel. Let me send you some of my free recordings and they will begin the process. And then I want you to think about connecting with me. And I've shifted some of the best, and I'm here for you. I know you've been watching me a long time, and I want to be there for you. So message me if you want to find out about that. But I'll also message you some free recordings that can get you started, and even those will open you up tremendously. So thank you guys. I love you, and I'll be back tomorrow. Mwah. See you tomorrow.